beloved chosen ones. Take a moment to center yourself as you prepare to undergo a transformation. The information I'm about to reveal is intended for individuals who are willing to soar above the commonplace. If these words nudge your spirit, it signifies you're on the path to something great. Embrace this moment because it holds the key to unlocking your full potential. Today we'll delve into the essence of your talent, the brilliance that has always distinguished you from those around you. You have a distinct sense of self from an early age, and it's because you are. Your possessions are extraordinary, a level of brilliance that others simply do not comprehend. This is not about academic intelligence. It is something much deeper. God infused you with heavenly insight. Some people are intimidated by your intelligence. They're not sure how to handle it. They are afraid of what they do not understand. But this is not a weight for you to bear. It is a blessing to be nurtured. In this message, we'll look at why your genius makes others uncomfortable and how you may embrace it fearlessly. The chosen one. It's not by chance that you've ended up here. Make sure you subscribe. Also, set on alerts to join the God Connection family, so you never miss out on divine wisdom, which is meant to uplift and lead you on your holy path as a chosen one. You've most certainly felt different for as long as you can remember. However, this distinction extends beyond minor eccentricities or personality features. It is an indication of the divine brilliance within you, a talent beyond the comprehension of people around you. This talent isn't about memorizing facts and figures. It is about having deep spiritual understanding that enables you to perceive things that others cannot. From a young age, this intelligence was present, guiding you and influencing your perception of the world. However, as you have matured, you may have realized something. Not everyone admires your intelligence. In fact, some appear to be scared of it. You've probably had occasions when your thoughts, ideas, or methods of seeing the world were greeted with opposition. Perhaps you proposed a solution that appeared obvious to you but was ignored by others. Perhaps you presented a perspective that came from a deep, intuitive place, only to be misunderstood or derided. This is not because you are mistaken or off track. It's because the genius you possess is beyond the comprehension of many people. And this is the truth. People are afraid of what they do not understand. They fear it because it contradicts their worldview. It rattles the foundations of everything they've known. This can make them feel uncomfortable, even defensive. But why is that? Why would something so beneficial as genius, insight, or wisdom instill terror in others? The explanation is that your genius, your divine wisdom, sheds light on facts that many others are unwilling to acknowledge. For some, the light is overwhelming. It forces individuals to examine their own limitations and places for progress, and not everyone is prepared or willing to confront it. So rather than accepting your advice, they reject it. They may even distance themselves from you or attempt to belittle your brilliance, since it threatens the identity they have created for themselves. But here's what you need to grasp. Their reaction has no bearing on your worth. It's not about you being too dramatic or intense. It is because they are not prepared to receive what you have to offer. Your intelligence should not be diminished simply because it causes people discomfort. In fact, the soreness is a sign that you're on the correct track. It suggests you're tapping into something strong, something with the ability to influence people's perspectives on the world, even if they're not ready to admit it yet. Being a genius in this way typically entails spending some time alone. You may feel alone or misunderstood, which can be distressing. But remember, you are never alone. God provided you with supernatural intelligence for a reason. It is part of your calling, part of the reason you're here. It may not always be easy to carry this talent, especially if it appears to place a barrier between you and others. But rest assured, there will be many who recognize and value your insight when the time comes. You are destined to shine your light, even if it means being separated for a while. One of the difficulties you may encounter when you accept your genius is the temptation to minimize it. You can find yourself shrinking in certain situations, limiting your insights or ideas because you don't want to stand out too much. You may believe that it is easier to fit in to escape the controversy and discomfort that frequently comes with being someone who sees the world differently. But this is not what you are supposed to do. God did not give you this gift to be concealed. Your genius is designed to be shared, to serve as a beacon of light in the dark. It's also crucial to recognize that not everyone will ignore your advice. There will be others who are drawn to it and see the worth in what you have to offer. These are the folks that are meant to accompany you on your journey. Those who will encourage and support you while you pursue your calling. But before you can attract those people, you must first accept your own greatness. You should quit doubting yourself. Stop shrinking and truly embrace the genius that God has given you. There is a spiritual component to this that cannot be missed. Your intelligence is not merely a human trait. It is a divine gift. It's part of the way God communicates with you and conveys His truth to the world. When you speak and offer your views, you are doing more than simply expressing your opinions. You are channeling something greater, something sacred. And this is why your brilliance might be daunting to others. It possesses a power that transcends the natural, a force that challenges the status quo and encourages individuals to perceive things from a higher perspective. But here's the most crucial part: you should never apologize for this gift. You should never feel sorry about seeing the globe. The way you do it is for understanding things that others may not yet grasp. This is your call. This is part of what qualifies you as a chosen one. God chose you for a reason, and your intelligence plays an important role in that reason. You are here to deliver light, wisdom, and assist others realize the truth, even if they oppose it. As you continue on your quest, remember that your genius is not something to hide or dread. It is a gift, a supernatural weapon with the ability to change not only your life, but the lives of others around you. Accept it completely, without reservation or fear. Trust that God gave you this gift for a reason, and that people who should understand will eventually realize the brilliance you've always possessed. You've come to realize that your talent is a heavenly gift that distinguishes you from others. But now it's time to delve into the deeper spiritual revelations that come from completely accepting this gift. Genius in the manner you carry it, it is not about proving yourself or demonstrating how much you know. It is about being a conduit for spiritual wisdom. This type of intelligence is not based on ego or pride. It is about humility, knowing that your possessions come from a higher source. This genius does not reside solely in your thoughts. Your spirit is closely related to the divine as a chosen one. This level of comprehension does not come naturally to you. It has been fostered within you since the beginning. God has been shaping, leading, and preparing you for your one-of-a-kind purpose since you were born. This genius you possess is not random or accidental. It's part of a much greater plan, one that is inextricably linked to your spiritual journey. But here comes the challenge. Walking with this level of intelligence can feel lonely. When you notice something that others don't, understanding truths that most people don't know can be alienating. You may feel as if you are navigating through life with a unique perspective that no one else seems to have. This can be frustrating, and you may even question the validity of your thoughts, because few people appear to recognize them. But here's where faith enters in. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the gifts God has given you. And believe in the road you're taking. Remember that the world is not always ready for the realities you bring. That doesn't imply you're wrong or that your insights aren't useful. It merely signifies that your moment for complete understanding and appreciation has yet to come. But the day will come. God never instills a gift in someone without a plan for how it will be used. The insights, creativity, and genius that you possess are all part of the divine design for your existence. And when the moment is right, the world will recognize you for who you truly are. However, there is something you must realize before truly embracing your talent. This talent is more than just academic knowledge. It is about spiritual clarity. What you see and know isn't only a reflection of intelligence. They are reflections of the heavenly truth. This explains why others may react so passionately to your observations. It's not simply that they don't comprehend. They understand on a deep spiritual level that you are connecting with something far higher than themselves. And many people find this intimidating. But here's where you have to be careful. With tremendous wisdom comes great responsibility. Your genius is not just a gift to you. It's a tool for helping others. However, not everyone will be prepared to receive it. You must learn to tell the difference between sharing your insights and keeping them to yourself, not out of fear or uncertainty, but because of wisdom. God will lead you in this. He will show you when it is appropriate to speak and when it is best to remain silent. This level of selectivity is essential because, as you've probably already discovered, exposing your brilliance too quickly might result in rejection or misunderstanding. But if you wait for God's timing and believe in His plan, your words will land exactly where they should and have the impact they are intended to have. This does not imply that you should ever conceal your intelligence. Rather, it means that you must be cautious about how and when you exhibit it. There is also an emotional component to carrying this gift. It's difficult to be misunderstood or to have others react badly to something that comes so naturally to you. You might feel compelled to defend yourself or demonstrate your worth, but this is not essential. You do not have to prove your intelligence to anyone. The only validation you need comes from God. He sees you. He understands the gifts He has placed within you, and He is the one who directs your course. Others' opinions, whether or not they grasp your genius, are immaterial in the larger scheme of your quest. This is where your faith needs to be the strongest. Trust that even if others do not recognize your brilliance, God knows, and that your insights, wisdom, and unique perspective on the world are all part of His plan. You are not here to blend in with the throng. You are here to lead, guide, and shed light on truths that others may not be prepared to see. This demands guts, and you must be steadfast in your identification as a chosen one. Remember, though, that just because you are a chosen one does not make you superior to others. It simply indicates that you have been summoned for a certain purpose. Your genius should not be used to gain an advantage over others. It is intended to be used in service to others. When your intelligence matches God's will, you become a potent force for good in the world. Your insights can provide healing, clarity, and understanding to those who require it the most. So as you move forward, prepare spiritually. Spend time in prayer, asking God to lead you in how to use your talents. Seek His guidance on how to overcome the problems that come with having a unique perspective on the world. Most importantly, believe that the genius you possess is part of the divine purpose for your life. You were given this gift for a reason, which will become evident as you continue to walk in faith. You've began to realize that your brilliance, the heavenly understanding you possess, distinguishes you in ways that others may not always grasp. You've seen how this gift might confuse or even scare individuals who aren't ready to accept what you have to offer. But there's something more at work here, something that goes beyond the surface level of intellect or comprehension. And as you continue down this route, you may wonder, what exactly does this mean for my journey? How do I negotiate an environment when my talents appear to be misunderstood or even rejected? This is where the tension rises. You've most likely encountered instances in which your intelligence was ignored or challenged. Perhaps you expressed an opinion that was too radical or sophisticated for those around you to understand. Perhaps you've encountered situations in which your ideas were met with blank stares or defensive attitudes. These experiences can be stressful and even demoralizing. But here is the deeper truth. This resistance is not indicative of your worth or ability. It indicates that what you carry exceeds the existing level of knowledge of others around you. You could question why people react in this way. Why would someone be threatened by your intelligence? Why does your capacity to see things that others cannot cause anxiety or discomfort? The explanation is that your genius encompasses more than just intellect. It is a reflection of the heavenly truth. When you talk or offer your views, you are shedding light on issues that others may not be prepared to tackle. This light reveals limitations, obstacles, and long-held ideas, while also inviting people to perceive the world from a higher perspective. Some people may find this overpowering. It challenges individuals to confront aspects of themselves or the world that they have been avoiding. And this is where the terror comes in. But here's the deal. Their dread is not your duty to bear. It is not your responsibility to make others comfortable with your brilliance. Your calling does not need you to shrink to fit into their restricted perspective. It is to accept the entirety of who you are, even if it means standing out from the pack. This is where the anticipation grows, since you know there's more to this journey. You can feel an epiphany approaching, a time when everything will make sense. But before you can have that insight, you must first deal with the stress of being misunderstood. There is a spiritual component to this that cannot be overlooked. Your genius is more than simply intelligence. It is about viewing the world through the perspective of divine understanding. This is why your insights frequently exceed what others can understand. You are connecting with something higher, something divine, which makes others uncomfortable because it challenges them to leave their comfort zones, examine their reality, and confront truths they may not be ready to face. But this is where the true challenge lies. You must continue to share your talent, even if it is greeted with resistance. You must continue to shine your light, even if others attempt to dim it. The world requires what you have to contribute, even if it does not always acknowledge it. And this is when the excitement for the major message grows. You understand that your genius serves a greater purpose, a reason why God bestowed this talent upon you. But what is the purpose? How are you supposed to use this gift to accomplish your divine purpose? These are the questions that remain, producing a sensation of suspense, as if something significant is about to happen. Perhaps you've already caught flashes of its purpose. Perhaps your thoughts have assisted others, or your wisdom has brought clarity to a seemingly hopeless situation. Or perhaps you've seen that people are drawn to you for advice, even if they don't quite understand why. These are the earliest clues or early indicators that your gift is starting to serve its purpose. But there's much more to discover as you consider the function your genius plays in your life. You may feel isolated. It's difficult to tread a route that others do not understand. It can be lonely at times, and you may worry if you're actually on the correct track. However, this is where your trust must be at its strongest. God has given you this gift for a reason. Even if it appears that the rest of the world does not recognize or appreciate it, you must believe that He is leading you to something bigger. But this is where the tension peaks. You may sense that the revelation is near, that the deeper meaning of your genius is about to be disclosed. But what is it? What is the real purpose of the heavenly insight you possess? How can you truly embrace and use this gift in accordance with God's purpose for your life? These are the questions that create anticipation, the ones that keep you searching, hoping for the moment of enlightenment that will bring everything together. You may have noticed that as you embrace your talent, the world appears to push back. This is no coincidence. The closer you get to truly embodying your calling, the more resistance you may encounter. However, this opposition does not indicate that you are on the incorrect road. It indicates that you're on the edge of something spectacular. The world does not respond to insignificant issues. The opposition you experience indicates that your gift is powerful and has the ability to make a significant effect. So, as you stand here in suspense, realize that the strain you're feeling is normal. It is preparing you for the upcoming revelation, the time when everything becomes evident. Your genius is more than simply a gift to you. It is a gift to the world, and you'll soon grasp how to apply it in a way that serves your spiritual purpose. Looking back on all we've discussed, it's evident that your genius is more than just a quality or skill. It's a supernatural gift that distinguishes you from others. We've discussed how this talent might be misunderstood, make others uncomfortable, and can lead to feelings of loneliness. But now we've arrived at the moment of discovery, when the true meaning of your talent is fully unveiled. Everything we've examined up to this point has led to the idea that your divine wisdom is more than just something you carry. It is something you are called to employ in service to others and in accordance with God's overall plan. So, what is the real purpose of the heavenly insight you possess? Why did God give you this gift? And how are you supposed to use it to fulfill your purpose? The answer resides in a single fundamental reality. Your genius is more than simply seeing things differently. It's about seeing clearly. It is about being able to recognize truth in a world that is frequently shrouded by ambiguity and falsehood. This is the true power of your gift. You have the ability to see through illusions, cut through noise, and provide clarity to chaotic situations. Think about it. How many times have you been in a position when others were lost, puzzled, or unsure of what to do, and you were able to offer a seemingly simple, apparent solution? How many times have you seen a situation for what it is, while others were stuck in their own narrow perspectives? This is not an accident. God has given you the power to see things from a higher perspective, to access heavenly wisdom that extends beyond the surface level of comprehension. But here's where things get even more complicated. Your capacity to see clearly is not solely for your benefit. It's intended to be shared. You are here to be a light for others, allowing them to realize the truth in their own lives. This is where your genius may be used to heal, guide, and transform others. You are being called to use your skill to bring clarity to seemingly difficult situations, to offer insight in times of confusion, and to assist others in seeing the route forward when they are unable to do so themselves. This is the real purpose of your genius. It isn't only about intelligence or understanding. It is about being a conduit for spiritual truth. God implanted this gift within you because He recognizes that the world requires what you have to contribute. There are individuals out there who are lost and yearning for answers, and you have the capacity to help them. You can see the larger picture, realize underlying realities that others may overlook, and propose solutions that bring harmony and clarity. However, with this talent comes responsibility. You are not only called to use your genius for selfish benefit, you are called to use it to benefit others. This does not imply that you must cure everyone's problems or bear the weight of the world, but it does require that you be willing to share your ideas when the time comes. You must be willing to share your knowledge, even if it is met with opposition, since you never know when your words will be the key to someone else's breakthrough. And this is when the revelation gets even more powerful. Your genius is not limited to seeing things clearly. It is about allowing others to see clearly as well. When you share your insights and wisdom, you are not simply answering people's questions. You are giving them the tools they need to find their own solutions. You are assisting them in gaining the ability to recognize the truth for themselves. This is the ultimate goal of your gift, to help people realize their own genius and uncover the divine wisdom that lives inside them. But here's where the difficulty lies. Not everyone will be prepared to accept what you have to offer. There will be people who reject your observations and challenge the truths you expose. This can be irritating, especially when you know what you're offering will benefit them. However, you must remember that your role is not to force anyone to recognize the truth. Your role is simply to provide it, to shine your light, and to believe that those who should accept it will. This is where discretion is essential. You must learn to distinguish when someone is open to receiving your insight and when they are not. Not everyone will have the same degree of comprehension as you, and that's fine. Some people require time to mature and change before they can completely appreciate what you have to offer. However, when you trust in God's timing and align yourself with His plan, you will discover that your insights land exactly where they are supposed to and have the impact they are meant to have. As you continue down this route, your genius will be acknowledged at times, but also scorned. However, in both circumstances, you must remain true to your goal. You must remember that your gift is not to be concealed or minimized. It is something to wholeheartedly embrace without doubt or fear. The world requires what you have to contribute, even if it may not always acknowledge it immediately. So, how can you move ahead with this understanding? How do you truly embrace your talent and apply it in ways that match with God's plan? The solution is straightforward. You keep blazing your light. You continue to share your insights, wisdom, and genius, trusting that God will lead you to the proper people, settings, and occasions. You do not need to force anything. You do not have to prove yourself to anyone. Simply be who you are, a conduit for the holy truth. As you continue your adventure, trust that God will be with you every step of the journey. He gave you this gift for a reason, and He will provide you opportunities to apply it in ways that will truly make a difference. Your genius isn't a burden. It is a blessing. It is a tool for change, healing, and direction. And when you completely accept it, you will begin to understand how it affects not only your own life, but the lives of those around you. You are a chosen one, and your divine knowledge is an essential component of your mission. Trust in the gifts God has given you, and know that the world is waiting for the brilliance you possess. This is your opportunity to truly embrace your genius, accept the wisdom that distinguishes you, and use it to benefit others. The revelation has arrived. Your genius is not only a gift, it is your purpose. You now realize the ultimate purpose of your divine knowledge. The route forward becomes clearer. Your genius is not something you should hide or deny. It is a precious gift intended to be exploited. It's time to embrace this gift with complete confidence, knowing that it was placed within you for a reason. The question is no longer whether others will recognize or value your brilliance. It's about how you'll use this gift to achieve your mission and follow God's divine plan for you. Moving forward, The goal is to remain aligned with God's will. Your intelligence is not limited to problem solving or providing insights. It is about applying your wisdom in a way that benefits others and honors God's desire. This suggests that your genius isn't solely for your advantage. It is intended to be a beacon that guides others, providing clarity and knowledge to those who are lost or struggling. However, in order to do so, you must remain connected to the source of your wisdom. Spend time in prayer and reflection, asking God to reveal how you can best use your gift. The more you align with His plan, the clearer the road forward as you continue on your trip. There are a few essential considerations. First, not everyone will be ready to receive the advice you provide. This is something we've discussed previously, but it's important to remember as you move forward. There will be times when your insights are met with resistance or confusion, which can be frustrating. However, you must trust that God's timing is right. The people who are destined to receive your wisdom will appear in your life at the appropriate time. Your job is not to persuade others of your intelligence. Your role is to give it freely, with love and compassion, and trust that it will land where it is supposed to. Second, you must continue to develop your gift. Just because you have been given divine wisdom does not mean that your learning and growth path is complete. In reality, it's only the beginning. God is constantly exposing new layers of truth and wisdom to those who are willing to receive them. Maintain humility in your pursuit of wisdom. Continue to seek fresh insights. Continue to question. Continue to grow. The more you are receptive to learning, the more God will disclose to you and the stronger your gift will become. However, with this expansion comes the duty to protect your energy. As one who possesses a divine gift, you may find that others seek your advice for answers. Please assist. And while it's wonderful to be able to impart wisdom and clarity, you must also avoid overextending yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. Schedule time for rest, quiet, and connection with God. Your genius is not a resource that should be drained. It is a gift that stems from a position of spiritual richness. In order to maintain that flow, you must care for yourself spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Setting limits is one of the most effective methods to protect your energy. This should not imply locking people out or refusing to help. It entails being selective about where and how you share your insights. Not everyone who wants your advice will be ready to take it, and it is acceptable to say no when you feel your energy is being depleted. God will give you the discernment to know when to intervene and when to step back. Trust that He is guiding you, and don't feel bad about safeguarding the sacred gift that you bear as you continue on your journey. You will also discover that when you accept your genius, you will feel more connected to your purpose. Things that were previously unclear or difficult will start to make sense. Opportunities will begin to present themselves, and the individuals who are meant to accompany you will appear. This is the glory of totally embodying your heavenly gift. When you are in accordance with God's will, everything else begins to fall into place. You no longer have to strive for success, recognition, or validation. These things will come naturally as you walk in accordance with your mission. However, with this alignment comes another vital responsibility: uplifting others. Your genius is not solely for your advantage. It's a tool for elevating those around you. This means you must be deliberate about how you use your gift. Find ways to bring light into the lives of others, to provide insight at times of confusion, to provide insight in situations that appear hopeless. Your insights have the potential to change not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. This is the ultimate goal of your gift: to serve, guide, and encourage as you walk this journey. Maintain your emphasis on God. Remember that your brilliance, insight, and capacity to see clearly are gifts bestowed upon you for a reason. You are here to accomplish a divine mission, which is emerging every day. Trust that God is guiding your steps, and know that as long as you stay with Him, you will be precisely where you need to be. The road ahead may not always be easy, but it is full of purpose and meaning. There will be challenges along the way. You may experience moments of doubt and feel alienated. However, these obstacles are not impediments. They provide opportunities for advancement. Every challenge you face is shaping you, honing your talent, and preparing you for the next stage in your journey. So, as you move forward, embrace your genius completely. Do not shrink back. Do not hide your brightness. And don't let people's misunderstandings make you doubt the genius God has placed within you. You are a chosen one, and your knowledge is part of the divine plan for your future. Walk confidently in that reality, knowing that you are precisely where you are supposed to be, and that the best is yet to come. As you move on from this message, keep in mind that your talent is not something to hide or diminish. It's a divine gift, a crucial aspect of your calling as a chosen one. You have been chosen for a reason, and your intelligence is a weapon God has given you to bring light, clarity, and wisdom to the world. Now is the moment to truly embrace that gift, to accept your genius, and to trust that God will guide you every step of the way. If this message spoke to you, subscribe and become a member of the Chosen Ones community by joining the God Connection family. You'll keep linked to the divine wisdom and direction that can assist you progress along your path. Share this message with others who need to hear it, because there are many people out there who, like you, are ready to walk into their calling but require extra encouragement to embrace the gifts God has given them. The Chosen One. This is only the beginning. Together, we are on a sacred journey, aided by divine insight and faith. Subscribe, share, and participate with our community as we continue to encourage one another and move bravely in our goal. If this message touched your heart and you want to help the Chosen Ones community, then consider subscribing to our Patreon. Your support allows us to continue creating spiritually uplifting information for you and others on the sacred path. Every donation, no matter how large or small, helps us to spread messages of faith, hope, and divine purpose to those in most need. Your contribution enables us to expand this community, giving more light and wisdom to chosen ones around the world. Thank you for sharing this journey with us and for your generosity.